Question Time from the Edo diaspora, reaching out to all Edos across the diaspora, Italy, Belgium, Ireland, and the USA, hosted by yours truly, Lace My Man. In the best interest of Edo State, welcome to Question Time from the Edo diaspora. Wherever you are in the diaspora, we'll bring it to you on Question Time. These are active members of Vote, professionals with experience in Edo State politics. We have a common interest, so it's time for that conversation in the best interest of Edo State.
So as you find yourself in a passenger, need someone like a passenger, treat them all like a passenger. No, we say you a passenger. So find yourself in a passenger, treat someone like a passenger, treat them all like a passenger. No, we say you a passenger.
Welcome to Question Time from the Edo Diaspora, a program sponsored by Vote, where we speak to members of the Edo Diaspora and communicate our concerns to the Edo State leaders back home. With me today, I have Elder Monday Ibude. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I look at Edo State, I say, what's the situation of Edo State? Is Edo State a growing state? What is Edo State ready for? What is the situation? What is the new man walking into?
That is a difficult question if you look at it. And at the same time, if you look at Edo State in particular, of all other states in Nigeria, it saddens people's heart, especially those of us that are patriotic of Edo State.
We have to say it as it is. When you look at it now, we have to say it so the next governor knows.
Yes. First and foremost, I want to give credit to Governor Oshomole,
yes,
for what he has done so far.
So far with the current governor, you think they're walking into a good position? What would you say? Are they walking into a difficult situation, or what are they walking into?
If you look at the political strength of Edo State now and look at the financial situation of Edo State, there are various views about it. Some are saying Edo State is poor. Some are saying Edo State had a lot of debt. If Edo State have a lot of debt, the incoming government is going to inherit those debts. And as a result of that, they are not going to actually be able to perform very well, because they will have debt to service.
Let's look at the candidates. I am not satisfied that we have, we still have some time,
yes,
but we're still not sure about how many candidates. All the candidates are not out, as far as I'm aware. Are they all out now?
They are not. I'm not sure myself. I am in the same boat with you, because some of them may be doing some serious underground work now, but when it is time, they come out to say, yes, I am on the race. But for those we know that are on the race now, they should not just say we are on the race, but have in mind you are coming to work.
But is there any advantage with somebody who has already declared that they're in the race and somebody who is still thinking about it at this stage? Is there an advantage for the people who have already declared?
I don't see the advantage they have, because it depends when the campaign starts, what they're going to see. Because some of the people who hasn't showed their intention now might come out when they are really loaded and ready for fight now, and they come out to say, I will do this, I will do that, and test me, and you will see what I will do. And they may come up at that time with a full force.
There's still
room.
But is there? I would always ask anybody. I don't know. There's no official date when the window is going to be closed for any candidate.
I don't know.
You don't know that?
I don't know that.
Okay. Now let's look at the candidates so far, of the ones that have come out. Anyone has impressed you so far at all? Just at this stage?
I'm sorry, I'm going to say something different, which other people may not know. At the moment, I don't want to say anything about the candidates on race. Yes. Because until they come out with their manifestos,
yes,
and say, this is what I want to do, this is what I won't do, that is the only time we can be able to say something about them.
Okay. There is rumor that the governor, the present governor, is favoring. They're waiting for the governor to bring out, in the words, the anointed candidate of the governor. I'm against that for many reasons. First, I want us to really go into that.
Yes.
The present governor has done good work. Anointing any candidate will be the beginning of election malpractice, because
Yes.
it's not supposed to be done. Secondly, I think anointing any candidate might take our focus away from what we need to be looking at.
Yes.
We don't want to look at Oshomole anymore. We want to look at the new direction of the new governor. We
Yes.
don't want to remember, And thirdly, it might tarnish his image, anointing somebody. It's good work.
Yes, if Governor Oshomole comes out, His Excellency Governor Oshomole comes out to say, I am anointing this person, I am supporting this, I want to tell you, if I'm a candidate on race, I will not want any governor or present or past governor of Edo State to take me, to anoint me, to say I'm his candidate. Because each one of them, either past governor, either present governor, they all have good and bad parts.
Let's assume I'm coming in to serve. I'm one of the people who are running for governorship.
Yes.
What does the average Edo person, what do the Edo people want? It's a question I ask myself so much. What do the Edo people want? What do the Edo people expect from the next governor?
My dear, what the Edo people want
Yes.
from the next governor and the government
Yes.
is first is paying of wages, salaries,
Civil servants.
civil servant salaries, teacher salaries. They want that because that is a recurrent expenditure. There is no, it is suicidal. It is suicidal for a state government to say, I can't pay my salaries. I can't pay the salary of his staff.
Of the civil servants.
Of the civil
teachers,
servants.
and the
No.
police.
It's suicidal. And it's not done in civilized world. Even in other part of Africa, it's not done. It's only in Nigeria that the people glorify it.
So you say the first things first is to maintain
Yes.
the recurrent expenditure in the state.
Of the state. Every other thing we follow.
Okay.
And another thing the people want, good health.
So we need to develop the health sector.
Yes, the health sector. Here, I gave Oshomole a part because he's building the hospital now. He's working very hard to see that the hospital is ready before he leave the office.
Is that the? I'm looking. Is that the only? That's how big is that hospital? When will it go into operation? Is it in this tenure or?
His Excellency promised that the hospital will go into operation. That he himself will commission the hospital
Before he leaves.
Okay. Which means it's going to go in operation before he leaves.
Okay.
If he keep to that promise, that is okay.
So we have two. We have payments of recurrent expenditure,
Yes.
one, and we have to improve the health sector.
Yes.
For you, or what is the third one?
The third one is rural infrastructural development. Because if you look at the people of Edo State now, most of them are moving towards the city.
That's Benin City.
Benin City, the capital. No. We have, before this time, we have what we call Rural Electricity Board.
That was in the past.
In the past,
Yes.
we have Rural Electricity Board. That should be developed so that people can see light wherever they are in the state.
So we need to have access to rural areas.
Yes, rural areas. There is what we call communal effort. Government, they should be able to tell the people. In the days of old, government will say to a community, if you have the social amount, I will give you so and so amount.
In order to develop.
In order to develop their own area. So people start doing fundraising. People start working hard. So those kind of a thing need to come out.
Hi, I'm Dr. Edmund Ediosage. I am a consultant gynecologist and medical director at Cheshire Fertility Center. Cheshire Fertility Centre is a contemporary fertility, assisted conception, and specialist gynecology service provider. We provide the very best and full scope of fertility treatment services, including IVF and specialist gynecology services for fibroids, endometriosis, and repeated miscarriages. Our experts are leaders in the field of fertility and women's health with over 30 years' experience that has provided them with detailed understanding of the sensitive cultural needs of African and Asian clients. Cheshire Fertility Centre is based in London, Macclesfield, and other locations around the UK. We guarantee prompt, efficient, and cost-effective service with no waiting list. You can get to see our experts within a week of your inquiry. Come and see us at Cheshire Fertility Centre, where we expand horizons and fulfill dreams.
Watch behind the scenes. Become part of the action. Behind the scenes. In order of importance, you have said 1, recurrent expenditure.
Yes.
Developing the health sector.
Yes.
And the rural area.
Yes.
Now that is for you, that these are very important.
Very important.
But let's look at 4 years. Look at it from now.
Yes.
So we're not over expecting and we're not disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
What is possible to achieve in 4 years of government?
Yes, lot. If the government is serious, there's lot. If the government want to be forceful, there's lot. 1, the governor of Edo State. There are organizations, there are firms, there are companies that is asleep. Let me use the word, they are sleeping
In Edo State.
Yeah. What the government just need is to wake them up.
Can you name?
Like this rural electricity board, let them wake them up. Like what you look at Edo State now, people just start digging borehole water in every home.
Yeah.
That has a very, very adverse effect in future. Let the government develop
the water
board.
Yeah. What about things like Okpila Cement?
Like Okpila Cement, like Warake Farm.
Wow.
They should wake them up. Those things are sleeping. If those things wake up, these places we just mentioned and some others, if the government wake them up, that will create job.
So we start using what we
Have now
to get some of the things.
to create some of the things. Yes, definitely. Like Warake Farm. If Warake Farm is in operation, I'm sure that we employ about 1,000 people. And if Okpila Cement is in operation, we employ another about 1,000 people.
You're right.
And when these things are running, and it's really running well, and people are getting full benefit of all this, you will see there will be armed robber will be less. Armed robber will less.
Kidnapping and all that.
Kidnapping will less because they now have something to do.
It brings me to the question: what qualities are we looking for? Because I look at the present governor, His Excellency Oshomole.
Yes.
And sometimes I think he's doing what is within his power. Some people are happy at points, some people are not happy at some
Yes.
points. But he has the quality to be strong and go ahead with what he wants to do. What quality are we looking for in the next governor?
The quality we are looking for is somebody who have vision.
Yes.
And not just vision, have passion. Not just passion, have drive.
Yeah.
Because these 3 things go together. Vision, passion, drive. If you have one of these things, if you have all these 3 things together, you are a successful person.
What about cooperation from the other parts?
Yes. What it is that as the governor of Edo State, a governor is a chief executive.
Yeah.
It's a chief executive, serious chief executive. He has power, a lot of power.
But he considers the rest members of the house.
Yes, he considers them, but he is the head. It's like a rose flower.
The buck stops with him.
The boss stop with him. So he's the light And every other people around him, like they are like a flower, like a rose flower, that want to shift to the light.
Right, yes. So we need somebody who will take the bull by the horn.
Yes.
And
Yes. For example, the Warake farm said, now I want to wake this up. Said some member, said about 12-man panel committee to go and look at it. Tell them 3 months, I want you to tell me how this place can be revitalized. We want to wake it up. And after that, they come back after 3 months and report to him.
And take an analysis.
And say, yes, we can do this. I put money here.
Yeah.
Get some other 2 persons. You supervise this project.
I think it can work.
And wait, you, the governor, is just a chief supervisor
Of many projects.
Of many projects.
Not just one.
Not just one. When this is going on, don't just think, yes, I'm a governor now, I'm here.
One project is enough.
No. You also, because you are the chief supervisor, the general manager, as that project is going on, you go there and supervise yourself. Those roads that are leading to
Places of
productivity, whereby you can see somebody who may be interested from overseas to say, let us be partner in waking this project up. The road must be good.
That was my next question.
The road must be good. So that when those people are around, they will have a good road.
At least to get there.
Yes, but remember, in an economics, if you have a product, you have a place, you have an area, a raw material
that produces raw material.
When you have an area that produces raw material, that raw material will not be useful if there is no good road
and no access to.
If there is no access to the raw material.
Question time. Reaching out to all Edos across the diaspora.
So as you find yourself in a passenger, need someone like a passenger, treat them all like a passenger. No, we say be a passenger.
We in the diaspora, you are from the diaspora, the Edo diaspora
yes.
now. With the new government coming in, what can the government do to encourage the diaspora, to meet the diaspora somewhere where the diaspora can actually bring investment into Edo State? You've mentioned one of the things that if we have access to places where the diaspora can probably bring foreign investment, yes. That will be one. But what else can the incoming governor do to engage the diaspora in the development of Edo State, to make it simple?
First, let the incoming government or anyone that is going to be the next governor have a beautiful carrot.
So to dangle for the diaspora?
To dangle.
When you say carrot, what kind of?
Yes. What do I mean by beautiful carrot? A beautiful carrot is that ensure the safety of life and property. That if they are there, they will be safe.
That is supposed to be basic, but now
it's not that they will be safe. Their property will be safe. They themselves will be safe. Once the government do that, and 2, there is good road, and 3, there is the healthcare system.
Good.
And if all these are in place, I tell you, people will run back to say, I want to do business here.
Let me say, we're still on the Edo State 2016 governorship election, and we're dissecting it.
Yes.
Now, the responsibility of the government and the responsibility of the people, we must talk about it.
Yes.
Edo people are not happy about the way Edo State is, but sometimes I wouldn't want to blame the governor for 100%, the government. If we want a conducive environment for the diaspora to be able to come in, life safe, houses safe, the people need to believe that development will take time. And
yes.
They have to assist the governor it's not the government that goes out and does kidnapping or does that robbery. It's the conditions that cause that. So for the people, what would you think? What would we say to the people now the election is coming? Like, go be chill. You know, take it easy with the new man. Give him time. What would you say to the people?
To create a safety environment,
Yes.
depend on the community and the head of the community.
Yes.
What do I mean? To create a safety environment in Edo State depends on every individual that lives in Edo State and the government of Edo State.
When the new government comes, it's going to need time to create the things that will create jobs, that will make sure crime is low.
Yes.
But we need to make sure the people at home understand.
Let us look at one thing.
Yes.
Government is continuation.
Okay.
Everything His Excellency is doing now, as governing the state, both the profit and loss is making now, is going to be inherited by the next government coming. And I want to tell you, no one coming to the seat of government know exactly how the government is until they get there.
There's nobody with experience until they get there. You're true. Right.
No one know exactly how the situation is until they get on that seat, and then various permanent secretary coming up to say this is the state of this ministry, this is the state of this ministry. This is why you see some of these people tell us sometimes they want to do this. When they get there, they cannot actually do it because it is not what they assume to come there. My dear people of Edo State, I greet you all. My name is Eda Monde Osamoyi Ibude, President Chairperson for Benin Voice UK. I thank you so much for this opportunity, and I want to seize this opportunity to tell my brothers and sisters in all areas of Edo State, whoever you are my brothers and sisters because we have the same ancestral origin. Please, this coming election, do not sell your vote. Do not let somebody buy your conscience. Do not accept anything because it's your moral obligations. And ensure that if you haven't registered, please go and register and ensure you vote. We of the Benin Voice, we are also working towards it to see that those of us in diaspora, we have a right soon to start voting in this diaspora. We are fighting hard for that. We are pushing hard for it, that we should have a right to vote if we are here in the diaspora. Other nations do it. There's no reason why Nigerians, we cannot do it. Incoming governors, persons, or those of you that are interested in coming to the government house now, we in the diasporas are ready to work with you. We have the experience. I have the experience. 2004, I organized business opportunity in Edo State, and a lot of people are interested in investing in Edo State. And they are all in my palm here. If you come to the government house and you want us to help you, we will help you. We will help you. Thank you all.
So as you find yourself in a passenger, need someone like a passenger, treat them all like a passenger. No, be say you're a passenger, so find yourself in a passenger, treat someone like a passenger.
I'm from Edo State, Itako Central, and we are watching Question Time from the Edo diaspora.
Question Time, reaching out to all Edos across the diaspora.
So as you find yourself in a passenger, need someone like a passenger.